ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tristin. Most of you know me as TaZe. Hope you all are having a wonderful, fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel for a brand new video. And in today's video, guys, I got something a little bit different for you guys. I got a special package here from Amazon, a little bit of a smartphone unboxing. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy this phone. This is probably going to be the best overall smartphone you could possibly buy on the market. You know, better than the phone I showed a couple months ago, which is the AIMBOT F1. And for those that didn't see that video, I'll link in the description down below. Now, this is the Samsung Galaxy A50. You can pick this up on Amazon for roughly anywhere between $260 to $270. I think, you know, for those that don't want to buy it on Amazon, if you're with a carrier like Sprint or Verizon, you can roughly get it for $250 to $350, depending on the new line or not. But that being said, guys, if you do enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. And with that being said, let's get to it. So first off, we got some bubble wrap here. Now, one of the things I want to point out is they say, like here, obviously, that it supposedly doesn't work on Sprint or Verizon. What you need to do is just, if you have a Verizon or a Sprint SIM, just essentially pop it in and it should work. If not, you factory reset it and everything like that. Now, this is the device right here. This is 4 gigs of RAM at 64 gigs of internal storage, and they do give you actually a 64 gigabyte SD card as well. Now, got the fade case karambit here. So we're just going to carefully open the box here. All right. Let me throw that down there so I don't cut myself. All right. So a couple of first things that we see here is okay. So here we go. Okay, so we got the box with mostly the quick start stuff here. So to kind of show you guys, so you got the quick start guides, you got a TPU case, which I gotta say is still really nice nonetheless, right? And you got your warranty cards and some other stuff like that. So that's actually really, really nice. We got this case on, and I'll show you guys that in a quick second. Then, of course, we got that 64 gig micro SD card that I was telling you guys about. We have just some standard Samsung earphones, as you guys can see, nothing too fancy. We have a USB Type-C. I don't think you guys can see, but it is Type-C. And we have a regular Samsung charger and everything. And notice, this is the US version, not a European. And also, you have your SIM ejector tools as well, is the phone itself. Now, first off, I gotta say that I really, really like this phone. We're going to talk about the triple camera on the back. We're going to talk about the front, obviously. But one thing I want to point out, guys, is this phone does have a headphone jack. Now, I believe the proper way of opening these phones is to do it from this angle. Okay. So, first off, you guys can see my hand, obviously. This does, feel pretty big in the hands. It can be a fingerprint collector. But this phone is a 6.4 inch screen. It is a Super AMOLED screen as well. And again, we got that little water drop notch. I think it already has a screen protector applied. Yes, it already does have a screen protector applied to it, which is awesome. The volume rocker buttons and power button are over here. We got the SD card and all that over here. Again, micro USB, we got a speaker here. I think we have a microphone or something like that up there. And then the camera setup, which is a triple camera. Now, I'm going to power on the phone, which is already powered up, which is awesome. Alrighty, guys, so I have the phone set up and everything, as you guys can see. Now, I want to show you guys some of the cool things that I do really like about this phone. First off, it has an in-display fingerprint sensor. So watch right here. Okay, wait. Oh, jeez. There we go. There we go. Alright, so that's actually really cool. Now, this does also have Face ID, but most of you guys know Face ID doesn't always work. It's one of the most unreliable versions. Now, I want to go into the camera first off and show you guys some of the reasons why I ended up picking this phone. Now, first off, on the back, you guys obviously notice a triple camera setup. It has a 25, of 8, and a 5 megapixel camera setup, and then a 25 megapixel on the front. Now, some of the modes, as far as it goes, we have panorama, we have pro, we have live focus, we have your photo, we have video, we have slow motion, and you have hyperlapse. So some of the ones that obviously you guys can see on mostly every other type of phone. Now, one of the cool things I like about this phone is this phone actually has a 123-degree wide angle camera inside of it, which is really awesome. And it does come with a scene optimizer or AI, so it really does help out with things when it comes down to it. It really makes, you know, photos look vibrant and nice, and I really gotta say that that is something I really do appreciate. Now, going into it, I want to show you guys the wide angle. So this is the regular, as you guys can see. This is the wide angle. So obviously, I'm trying to see where the there we go. So you guys can see right there, and then also looking at it from a selfie view, right? As you guys can see, this is not bad quality at all. It's actually getting me pretty good, even though I just did a shave the other night. So I gotta say, I really do like that as well. Now, moving into some of the other aspects of this phone, again, it does have that fingerprint sensor, which is really awesome. I'm just gonna take that off for right now because I don't plan on really using it and everything as well. Now, I do want to show you guys that case that we have in here provided to us, which is awesome. Most phones these days do not come with a case, and this case is sure a soft GPU case, but still does fit the phone. Kind of helps obviously with, you know, all the fingerprints and stuff, and I kind of do like this GPU case. It's a little slippery and you know, slick sometimes, but I can respect it nonetheless. You know, thank you thank you again to Samsung. Now, another bunch of cool things is, first off, pay attention, Apple, pay attention, everybody else. Headphone jack for this device. This is also rocking, I believe, a 4,000 milliamp hour battery and 15-watt fast charging, which is awesome. I'm not sure whether or not this phone does allow wireless charging. If it does, let me know in the comment section down below. Now, I do want to also show you guys that this is not the full brightness. The full brightness goes that far. See, watch. This is back down to where we were. It gets that great. It has a blue filter. It also has a night mode, which I gotta say, I actually vibe with that night mode. Like, that night mode, actually, I could vibe with. And the blue filter is supposed to help you guys with, like, you know, all that types of stuff as well. So I do gotta say that this is actually really nice. Now, there is no notification light as well for something like this, but not necessarily do you need to have one and everything. It does have an always on display, which I do really like the fact that it has an always on display. And looking at everything else here, I gotta say that this phone definitely is really good. Now, out of the box as well, guys, you know, it is checking the care to, you know, make sure that everything is optimized perfectly. It has 1.1 gig of memory free, and as well it has 50 gigs of, you know, everything already off the bat. So just looking at this, the apps are, oh, and actually we can clean this now and get close to like 20, you know, when it comes 20 megabytes when it comes down to it. So we'll take care of that really quick. But, you know, still nonetheless, you get 64 gigs of storage. The system data for this, which is like 14 gigs, that's not the worst, because Sorry, but Apple's been outrageous. And even then, you got the 64 gig SD card. Now, again, what is this phone going to run you? This phone, compared to ones like the Mi Mixes or the Xiaomi or the Huawei's out there, this phone only costs, again, 270 to 350 bucks. That's for here in the United States. I don't, again, know what the A50 model is going to cost, but I gotta say, nonetheless, like, this phone is really, really kind of good. I really gotta say that I absolutely love it. I vibe with this phone. This may be my official phone for a very, very, very long time. If, again, this version of this phone does work here in the United States. If not, I'm going over still to probably Verizon or whoever and getting this phone and everything nonetheless. But I wanted to make this video just to kind of unbox it, give you guys my first review, my first thoughts and everything on this phone. This is actually my first Samsung phone ever, so I'm kind of very, very impressed. Most of my family have Samsung, you know, like Notes and everything. But for myself, I've always been an Apple user, so might have to change for the first time in a very long time. But with that being said, guys, my name's Tristin TaZe, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.